Welcome to Tossing Grenade the Windmills. Windmills.
Oops, by T.C. Ricks. I blame myself for failing to push the button, really, but I think the real problem lay in the fact that I secretly wanted him to die more than I wanted my revenge. They said your first was always the hardest. I wouldn't know. I hadn't ever killed anyone before, and I wasn't there when I did. That probably makes no sense. Let me go back. Slick Slimy, actual name withheld because I feel like it, was a real son of a bitch. He was evil. People had died because of him. He killed people I cared about, legally using the technicalities of a system designed to serve that only suffocated. I'd seen him do this time and time again with his lies. He thought he was above the law. He was. He'd bribed them all quite well. I'd like to say that I had a smoking gun, but all I had was the look on his face and the whispers of the lawyers in court. I was 99.9% sure. But I wasn't him. I wasn't like people like him, so I didn't kill him. That would have been too easy. Instead, I put Slick in a room buried deep in a mine shaft in property I owned, sealed in a room I especially prepared. He had air, he had food, he had water, he even had a toilet I threw in a fit of generosity, and he could see the large weight that would crush the room I had prepared, tied to a hydraulic lift. It was a relatively simple mechanism with a hydraulic clock that reset itself every time I pushed a button. Slick told me that the moment I pushed the button was the best part of his day. I was hoping to find the evidence, you see, and he was clever, I'll give him that. He figured out right away that if I had the evidence, I'd kill him. I was beyond caring what the law thought, and no one knew he was there or that I had him. So we had our little chats. He'd hint at details, proud to be an ardent defender of all that was best of those who shrugged. He defended his ideology well, but I wasn't going to argue with him about that, no matter how much he lectured me. I only wanted details, and he doled them out one by one, day by day, just enough to keep me looking, not enough to let him go. 99.9% became 99.99999%. But I never had quite enough proof. But you know how life gets, a family reunion, a bunch of busy family meals, tiring of the endless lies, the endless recycled canned answers, tired of missing the people I loved. I just got tired and forgot to push the button. It just slipped my mind. Boom.
This has been the Tossing Grenades at Windmills podcast. I'm Thomas Ricks. Music by Melanie Ricks. Voices by Skip Huffman and Josie Bergen-Lawson.
To fight the forces of evil!